Hi everyone, Ian here from Virtual Golf Academy in Coleshill near Birmingham. Just wanted to talk to you today a little bit about pitching and chipping. Now, there's various methods that you can deploy to have an effective short game with your chipping and pitching shots. What I wanted to talk to you today about was a little bit the Jason Day way of doing the shorter swings, the shorter shots. Now, he deploys a method which is one by which he removes the hand action and really just uses the big muscles to actually move the club. This is absolutely fine if we can generate power or sufficient power just with our bodily movement. So I want to try and demonstrate that to you now. So what we're trying to eliminate is too much wrist for these smaller shots. It might be a small chip shot or a little bit bigger swing, sort of a pitch shot or a sort of 50, 60, 70 yard shot. Now, what we're trying to eliminate is too much of this type of action, sort of scooping at the ball, just really trying to use the hands far too much. This is certainly the case for this particular method that we're going to try and demonstrate today. So we're going to eliminate any sort of hand action within the swing and just try to use big muscles. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to make our address position correct. Now, there's really two main options here. If we want the ball to go lower, we play the ball back in our stance towards our trail foot, towards my right foot for the right-handed player. And if we want to hit the ball higher, if we're using the same club, because obviously you could use a lob wedge as opposed to a 9-iron, the one's going to go higher than the other. So using the same club, I've got a pitching wedge here just for this example. So we would play the ball back in our stance if we want the ball to go somewhat lower, and if we need more height, then we would play more driver position, where we would normally have our driver sort of left instep, maybe even off the big toe of the lead foot, left foot in this example here for me being a right-handed player. So let's look at the low shot to begin with. So the ball is well back. We then try and position our weight, at least 60% of our weight is on our lead leg, or my left leg here in this example. Minimum 60%. You can go as much as maybe 90% on that foot or on that leg. That's really practice and what feels comfortable for you. So if I take a setup here with the ball played back, we can demonstrate this here by this golf club I've laid on the floor. My weight, sort of 60 there, 70% on my left foot. My hands, they stay where they started. We don't put the ball back and then move the hands back. They stay in the same place. So the ball goes back, the hands stay where they were for your normal shot. So hands are still in the same place. Weight at least 60, I'd recommend 75%, but it's 60 to 90%. You need to practice that to see what's comfortable and also what kind of outcome you get with the different weight ratio. So here, okay, I'm ready to swing. Now, it's not this or this or this. It's purely a together swing. You're not going outside or inside. You're just going to let the shoulders effectively take the club into position. So the hands and arms really don't do anything at all other than swing along with the shoulder movement. So we're set up, shoulders keeping the weight on the left leg, and then from here we try to mirror what we've done on the backswing as we go through. So again, the club has gone to this position purely by the movement of my torso and my shoulders. So let's do a little shot here. So it's a little low, wedge shot, hands are still in the same place, weight's on the left foot. Maintain this position, shoulders back and then shoulders through. So this will go about 30 yards. Shoulders, and hold your position afterwards. It's a really good bit of advice, and you can see here on the video everything was kept together. Jason Day's done this I think for most of his career, and I've always liked the idea that you eliminate the small muscles, primarily your wrists, and just allow the big muscles to make that movement. It's exactly the same if you want to hit a higher shot. You just change the ball position. You do not change your weight. That remains on the lead leg and the lead foot. And then you do exactly the same swing. So on that shot, that would have gone a little bit lower with a bit more penetration in the flight. But if I just give you a quick example of, shall we say, how not to do it, certainly based on this example, I could stand the same, weight left, hands in the same place, and yet I get here and I think I'm using my shoulders or just my shoulders, and I end up using wrist. And you can sort of see, I've exaggerated that a little bit for the demonstration, but you can see how it just doesn't look, it looks more vulnerable. So once again, just quickly, I'm going to do the low one again here. Well, I do the high one, so the ball's well forwards, weight still on the left foot, maintain the weight here, it's just shoulder movement, nothing else. So shoulders, shoulders. Just clip that a little bit heavy, but that's the idea. It needs a bit of practice. And hopefully this demonstration gives you there's some logic behind this method. Now don't get me wrong, you could go ahead and just use your wrists and play some really good chip shots and pitch shots and think, well, that's the method. Well, if it works every time, then I recommend you do it. But based on experience, it's much more reliable to rely upon a movement with the bigger muscles than it is trying to sort of joust with your little muscles. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. And the other method does provide more consistency, because that's what we want. We want something consistent. So message me, like, share, all those things, you know the thing. And until next time, thanks very much.